Hey guys, I hope that you're doing well. All right, thanks for being here. Really quick, I just wanted to say, if you're in my Facebook group, I'm giving away this cat tarot, okay, to somebody who wants to, who's like, whatever. If you're learning how to read, you already know how to read, I really don't care. I just want to give away this deck to someone. So if you're interested in in having this deck, then leave a comment either in this video, like in the comments on this video, or actually no, just leave a comment in the post on Facebook containing this video, so then that way I can make sure it's only for it's people who are part of my Facebook group. If you're watching this and you're not a part of my Facebook group, it's a public group, okay? It's called Wounded Healers, and you're welcome to join it if you want. We talk about like it's all about spirituality and self-healing. It's a little bit of everything, honestly, but it's really just a support group for people who have gone through or are going through the dark night of the soul. We talk about shadow working a lot, stuff like that. So, but anyways, if you want to win the cat tarot and you're in my Facebook group, you can win this. If I sound like a little off or something, I'm not feeling good. Okay, like I know that my voice is shaky. It is. My voice is shaky, like, because my body is just really like weak. Like, I don't know. I don't feel good. But I really just wanted to come on here and get with you. Let's see. So this is about your causal chakra, okay? We are collectively right now being encouraged to work on our causal chakra. If you don't know about that, and you don't know how to address your different chakras, I'm gonna leave something in the description box of this video about that. And again, like in my Facebook group, Wounded Healers, like that's again something that we talk about, like I always post like guided meditations and tips and tricks and stuff like that in there. Okay, so it's interesting because this first card is talking about peace and harmony and cooperation, okay, and it mentions the feminine. So it's talking about balance, right? And it mentions the feminine, and then we have this card which mentions the masculine. And you can see how, I mean, look at the colors, right? Like we have this white dragon and this black dragon. So to me, it's like representing yin and yang, okay? It's about balancing your masculine and feminine energy within yourself. That's another thing that I talk about a lot in my group. So I'm gonna leave information about that too in the description box for people who are not in my group and wanna know more about balancing your yin and your yang, or ways to tell when they're out of balance, ways to tell when your chakras are overactive, or different things like that. I'll leave information about it. Destroy the old, visualize your dream, help to manifest a new world. So your causal chakra, right? It's about your past lives. All right, it's about unlocking the memories of your past lives. It's about, and to be honest, like if you don't believe in past lives, I mean, you might after you start working on your causal chakra. I mean, I've had like, you'll know when there are past life regression hypnosis and things like that, and when you do them, you would become a believer, right? But anyway, it can also talk about just like your like your younger self, like if you look at your south node in your natal birth chart, if you don't know how to do that, I will leave a website you can use to pull up your natal birth chart. You need your birth time and location to do this. But you would look at your south node, right? If you need help doing this, you can ask me and I will help you. You look at your south node and it's going to talk about behaviors and things that you already have mastered. Like you've mastered one way of being and you need to become something new. Destroy the old. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Destroy the old and manifest a new world. So this is about going from one way of being into a new way of being. But in order to do that, you have to understand fully where it is that you're coming from. You have to understand the things that you've already mastered and how to implement them into whatever your next endeavor is going to be. Okay, whatever. I mean, it's visualize your dream. So whatever your dream is. There was another message too that I was getting earlier about like so with the causal chakra, about it referring back to wounds that you may have gotten in childhood, or if you believe in past lives, baggage that you're carrying from a previous life into this one. It's generational trauma. That's what it is, you guys. Like, it's the past lives. It's not talking about something mystical and magical. Okay, it's talking about generational trauma. Things that are passed down. It's things that are passed down to you because you're around it. It's your nature and nurture. It's essentially, they're the same thing. Okay, because you come into this world, you're a blank slate, and then you have all of your behaviors and the things that you like and dislike and what you view as good and bad. Like, these are all things that are downloaded to you from the people around you, the way they raise you, whether they, the way they discipline you or the way they reward you, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, it creates your subconscious mind. All right. And your subconscious mind, your subconscious programming right now is dictating your life. Okay. It's impacting your relationships, whether it's with your partner, whether it's with your children. It's your subconscious programming. I hope I'm making sense. I hope people are following me. It's understanding all of this is a journey and a process. Like, if you're new to like your spiritual journey, you're new to self-healing, and you like don't always get everything, that's okay. Like, I don't get everything either. And you know what I mean? And I've been here for years. I've been here for what I feel like my whole life. And I'm still learning. And that's what my Facebook group is for. That's what this channel is for. It's really about all learning together. I want to use this archetype deck too, to see like what kind of energy people are, like what's a prominent energy people are dealing with right now that we can talk about. This one wants to come out. All right, so we have the Fool here. Let's read it. The light attribute is fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. All right. And then the shadow attribute, this is T. The shadow attribute is using humor to wound rather than liberate. Denial of your emotional truth. All right, so if you look at the picture here, you can see where he's crying and upset, but he's got this mask that he uses to hide. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this actually, it reminds me of like a meme I have on my phone about this. It's like a guy, and he's like has this really angry like face, and then it's like the angry face is a mask, and he takes it off, and it's like a little boy like crying like in the fetal position behind the mask. This is what it's reminding me of. It's people afraid to express their emotional truths because like it's making me think of like, so because we have the masculine and feminine energy here right now. So this is giving me like, it's making me think of like, you know, toxic masculinity where guys are like dicks because like they have so many repressed emotions because like they were discouraged from expressing emotions when they were growing up or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like that's for someone. Like it's about redefining, you know, oh, my phone's dying. It's about destroying those old ideas about what being a man is, or like, do you get what I'm saying? Like whatever societal like constructs that you were boxed into, it's unlearning that. Okay. That's what I'm talking about when I say reprogramming your subconscious mind. That's what this is about. Yeah, because that's what this is about. It's like your subconscious mind, your subconscious programming. Okay, however you want to dice it, however you want to look at it, whatever you want to call it. Okay, your inner child wounds, your subconscious programming, your generational trauma, your past life karma, like literally whatever. It's all semantics. It's all semantics. That's why like I can connect with people on a I can connect with literally any person on a spiritual level because I don't care about the semantics. Like I really don't, because to me it's all different words for the same, it doesn't matter. All right, so it's however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. The point is understanding how it's subconscious for one. It's subconscious for one, and you want to be conscious. You want to be self-aware, all right? Because when you're on autopilot, when you're letting your subconscious mind take over, you're not manifesting a new world. I mean, you're subconsciously manifesting. You're subconsciously manifesting like probably chaos and like a bunch of shit that you don't want because you're unconscious. It's about waking up. It's about waking up to the power within you to create worlds. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? It's scary to get on the spiritual journey because it's scary to go down that dark night of the soul. Like it's scary to start thinking about you know, your inner child wounds and all of that. Like people, you don't want to start thinking about it. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel good because you have to look at a bunch of shit that you've been trying to suppress. You've put so much time and energy into trying to suppress it just to sit there and intentionally bring it back up. What?
I found my wet for some reason.
Okay, you gotta wait. Okay, go ahead. All right. So I'm gonna start pulling out some tarot and see if there's any other messages that I get. So Hierophants in reverse. Three of Wands. I'm not gonna read reversals. I'm just gonna flip these up. So, well, this is you showing up here. All right, this is your energy. And it's showing you as somebody who, the King of Cups, he has a lot of compassion. All right, so if he is a king, if he's the leader, if he's the head of an organization, okay, especially with the Hierophant here. So if he's like the head of a household, or he's the head of an organization, right? Because the Hierophant can represent institutions, okay? So he could be like I don't know, like he could be like a principal, or he's somebody in a position of power, okay, over power, all right? He's in a position of, he's the head of people, all right? He's oversees people, whatever you want to call it. He could be like a boss. He could fit many things, right? But he's being, when you're represented as the King of Cups, and this is for a man or a woman, take it however it resonates for you. But when you're overseeing the people you are meant to oversee, you do so from this place of compassion, this place of loving kindness. I feel like, looking at this, I feel like it's like some people, as we're talking about balance again, just like we were in the beginning, we're talking about balance again when we have this card. And the Death is about a transformation. So I feel like people are wanting to transform this juggling act, you know, to where they don't have to do this. Like they're wanting to come into balance. I'm getting like, Three of Wands. It's the energy of waiting for your ships to come in. So it's like, okay, I'm getting it now. I feel like if you want things to change, right? Like if you want to come more into balance, if you want more harmony in your life, okay? If you want to manifest your dreams around you, you want to manifest your dreams into the world around you, okay? It has to do with not just waiting, okay? Because if you want this transformation, I feel like it's going to require action on your part, and that action is coming into balance. Wow. So I just shuffled all those cards out, and the King of Cups is still on the bottom. It's interesting too, because I feel like I feel fearlessly revealing emotion. That's the King of Cups. Okay. Like that's the King of Cups right there. So the King of Cups doesn't deny his emotional truth. That's a key here. Like that stayed directly on the bottom of and all the other cards are different. Like that, this stayed directly on the bottom for a reason. And I feel like it was to remind me to point that out. Okay. About speaking your emotional truth, not being afraid to speak your true, authentic emotions. So many people do struggle with that. Men and women alike, like literally men and women alike. And we all have masculine and feminine energy inside of us. Bringing them into balance, it's not just about, so it's masculine and feminine energy, right? But it can, think of it like your emotions and your feelings, and then also like your intuition, right? Your intuition, like your gut feelings about something, also coupled with logical thought, represented by the King of Swords. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like balancing both of those things. They both are necessary. This is about the balance you're finding here. It's about bringing your head and your heart into balance. Expressing your emotional truth. That's really the key here. You may have been, I mean, I do feel like this is about, it's definitely about denying a truth of some sort, whether it's to another person or even to yourself. You may have been deceiving either someone else or yourself about something in regards to this, whatever this Hierophant represents to you, okay? I'm just getting this vibe of like, I don't want to like say this, but I really am just getting this vibe of like somebody really waiting on like somebody else to take care of them. Like, I don't even, because you know why too? It's actually interesting. It's funny as shit because I'm getting thrown under the bus right now because I'm re-recording this because the first time I recorded it, this is full transparency right now, you guys. The first time I started recording this and I started talking about the south node and north node thing in the birth charts, I started using myself as an example, and then like halfway through using myself as an example, I changed my mind about using myself as an example. So I started re-recording and it's literally coming up again. I feel like they really want me to talk about it. But it is like the vibe of this is reminding me of my own south node and north node because my south node is in Cancer in the 10th house. And it really is about me kind of waiting to be taken care of, to be kept. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and this transformation here that's happening around the Six of Cups is about, literally, it's about childhood. It's literally represents the past, nostalgic memories, okay? And the death is about a transformation. You guys, it's just, the cards are just reiterating what I have already said. It's about transforming what you learned in childhood. It's about reprogramming the subconscious mind. So back to using myself as an example, it is my past life karma, or even if you want to just condense it to this life alone. My dad spoiled me. Like literally my whole life, my dad spoiled me. My dad, for whatever reason, has always treated me like I'm made out of glass or something. And I like never really learn to become self-sufficient, okay? I'm not saying anything negative about my dad here, but because I am a woman, I feel like I wasn't, like certain things as far as what my dad thought was important for me to learn how to do and things that I wouldn't typically do. He had a very specific idea about what those things would be, if that makes sense, okay? So I became very used to like, okay, well, I'm a girl, so this is what I do. And men, this is what men do. And I became somebody who was like, I really was like this. My dad took care of me and gave me everything I really needed or wanted, you know. And then when I was 17, I met someone, and that person became the person to do this. And there was never that space where like I grew up and like where I learned how to take care of myself. You know what I mean? Like I just was always waiting for someone else to take care of me. So And that's what it is. It's overcoming the denial about that, right? And this is why I'm always preaching to people about looking at their birth chart, because I would have never really sat there and realized all of this about myself and discovered that need for change had I not ever looked at it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when it comes time here, because the Two of Pentacles is also about making a decision. I feel like you're being prepared. You're being prepared to make a wise decision. Like the King of Swords is somebody that you can definitely trust to make the right decision. All right. But remember that it's about balance between your head and your heart. It's about not being afraid to express your emotional truth. And I feel like when the time comes, you will know how to eloquently do that. All right, I feel like this was already a lot. I hope it was helpful to you guys. Check the description box for all the stuff that I talked about putting in there. I hope I don't forget anything. Oh yeah, quick reminder, I'm giving away this cat tarot. All right, please like this video if you do like it. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And just let me know if you did anything. Bye.